This is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. We're on Xbox Series X. This game is retaining the original 360 release of it. It was an arcade title, but it's actually kind of expansive, which is surprising. I've been playing it a bit here to kind of like warm up and get used to it, and I was like, oh, wow, this is actually pretty good, you know, considering the age of it and everything like that. So what we're getting here is the original 720p release. It runs at 30 FPS, but it does have auto HDR support, which is great, and a number of different ways to play it. So you can actually still enjoy this experience today. You can play it online across any of the modes. We're doing demolition. There's also like competitive and casual, and there's like arms race, which you're kind of fighting to win. You're on teams in that one, but you're still individually fighting to be the best as you get like a... It's like a gun game in Call of Duty, basically. That's the gist of it. So anyways, I like the demolition mode. I enjoy how it's styled, and yeah, it definitely looks like that signature sort of, I guess you could say, Valve look with the Left 4 Dead-like tips that are on the screen that I kind of want to turn off, which would be really nice. Here are the settings. Always show inventory. I don't really see options to change that. Great. Absolutely fantastic. Anyways, maybe it's under the how to play. Like I was saying, it's actually a pretty decently cool competitive shooter that you can entirely enjoy the online play with. So there is local bots play, but I am actually in an online multiplayer server playing regularly. It fills in the extra players that are needed with bots, which is fantastic. And on top of that, there are actually people that actively play this game. I was genuinely shocked. I played during midday today, and I actually had like people in matches across the different playlists. I was like, oh, this is shocking, because I was just trying to, get a hang of it again for, kind of doing the video, right? And I was like, oh, and the bots, they're actually kind of competitive, so you can fully enjoy this experience forever, I guess, technically, if you want to. It's got the different achievements. Oh, you can control bots too? I did not know that. That is awesome. They've planted the bomb. This is not good. Anyways, like I was saying, it actually is kind of competitive, even with the bots. I was a little bit shocked about that. Woo. And it's a pretty intense shooter. It's definitely the Counter-Strike experience that you might be familiar with. And it's kind of fun and weird and strange, and I think it's generally actually quite well done. And visually, it actually kind of holds up quite well with whatever they deployed on this one. It definitely seems to have some sort of little edge boost to it. It's a lot cleaner than other titles I've seen running at this resolution, which is quite nice. It does still have some jagged type elements around it. Some of the lines, like power lines, and some of the buildings are a little bit rough, but for the most part, it's actually quite clean running. And hilariously, I got an achievement while playing it earlier today. And it was my first achievement in the game for, I think, 9 years. It was the first achievement unlocked in 9 years. So that's kind of crazy. Well, in the game, if you're wondering what I'm saying. But I just thought that was kind of, a little bit humorous, to say the least, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's kind of like a pretty tactical kind of shooter, right? It's very well set in terms of the design of what you're doing in it, and having to deal with the bomb stuff. I don't know why it's got these tooltips for me. Oh crap. You are defusing the bomb. Bomb defused. High fives all around. If you're wondering about my gamer picture, that's my classic 360 image with the smiley face. It's just kind of funny seeing that displayed there and not like a newer image that I would have available. Which is definitely a little bit interesting. Yeah, I know about the items. I hate the tooltips so much. And I don't really see necessarily a way to turn them off. Okay, we'll throw that there. And we'll keep on going. And battling away. But yeah, you can enjoy all of the different modes if you want. Oh, jeez. Got distracted. And slaughtered. But yeah, it's quite brutally dark too. It's been years since I played this. This was actually one of the first games I reviewed back in the day, which is kind of fascinating too. Valve actually, not in I reviewed it, but in the sense that, well, I did review it, but I was actually sent the game to review. Someone from Valve sent this to me way back in the day, and that was definitely an interesting time. I was genuinely surprised to get it. I didn't think I would, but yeah, I actually got to check it out on, from Valve sending it over, which was kind of a big deal, especially since they don't really do game releases nowadays, so it's not like I'm still able to really review their new releases, am I right? I mean, I guess they did Half-Life last year, but they don't really often release anything that you are able to actually cover and stuff. I guess if I had VR going, that would be kind of cool, but I'm still not huge into that industry at this current point. We'll see someday. Anyways, it's kind of, I don't know, I definitely got a long history with it, while at the same time not really being something I consistently played, and it wasn't really even at the top of my list in regards to being something that I was going to check out. But I was like, you know what? It's a smaller game. I'll download it, I'll give it a whirl, and I'll showcase it here because it's actually completely playable for the multiplayer, which is a big bonus because a lot of these older 360 games that you can play these days, he's just planting the bomb, finish him off. I should have taken control of that bot. Anyways, I think the bot control thing is kind of well done, except my bot probably would have been able to take this guy out, which I might fail. No, I got it. Great, good. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just kind of neat, because the ones that have bots, obviously are multiplayer games that you could still enjoy, almost, like, I guess it would be like nearly a decade later, considering when I have achievements in this. So that's kind of wild, whereas other ones from this era, most of them didn't do bots. Even a lot of games releasing nowadays for multiplayer don't have bots. And I think even if you don't need them, it would actually be really nice if more games supported bots. I always thought it was a little bit silly, because, like, why would you need it? Why would you need bots in a multiplayer game? You just play with other players. And then when they're dead, you just kind of move on. But now that I've been checking out all of these older games, I think about it more and more, and the fact that it would be nice if some of these titles had bot support to kind of fill in for the, the longevity of these titles, so that you can experience them way down the road. I could suggest a game and someone can jump in and still experience it as if, it kind of released like today. I mean, obviously bots aren't a replacement for, he's right there, man, come on. They're not a replacement for real players by no means, but it's still playable. And it's so many games from over the years, either the servers are down or you can't play it. The servers are up, but it's just not playable. Like, I look even of a newer game, like, it's not brand new, but you look at Crackdown 3 with its Wrecking Zone. You can't play it. It's unplayable because there's no one online. They don't have any bots or something like that, so it's just a dead multiplayer that will probably never get players again. So yeah, it's just kind of something interesting to think about. And there's not a whole lot else I could really talk about with this game, because, the base of it is different sides. Terrorists, counter-terrorists, you're battling, you're killing, you're working through a variety of great maps from this title. I know this one is quite well loved. I think Steam-wise it's still going quite strong, but you know what I mean. Like, it's very straight set. It's just a competitive multiplayer game. I think it's got some neat ways it handles its shooting and its weapons and stuff like that. It's definitely different. I like that the maps are actually pretty small and, like, right to the point. It keeps the action flowing very well, very fast-paced, and it's just kind of exciting to play, which is nice, because it's definitely an enjoyable title. I've been having more fun with it than I thought I would have, which is kind of interesting, because I wasn't really expecting to really be too into it, because I've never really been too, playing these Counter-Strike games. I know of them, I've tried them, but I haven't ever, like, really spent a lot of time playing them. But I'm like, oh, this is actually quite an interesting shooter. I like how this plays. It's just super fast-paced and right to the point. Oh, whew! Good shot. Just absolutely annihilated me there. Is anybody else alive? I guess he's defusing. Do it, bot! I don't know what your bot name is. I was hoping his bot name would pop up there. Oh, there we go. Bot Reed. Good job. Good disarm there. You too, other bot guy. And then, it's neat how the guns are changing. And then there'll also be, like, a side switch, if you didn't know, where we'll get to kind of hop onto the other side for a couple rounds to finish things off. But yeah, for a game of its age and its resolution and the fact that it was like an arcade type title, it's impressively good looking. I'm genuinely shocked. And it would be nice if they would do like a new release of this, like clean it up and everything like that, and release it for the current gen. I think that would actually be really cool. I'm also a little bit disappointed that nobody online joined in, because... Oh, am I getting shot in the back? Got the knife. Because I think it would have been cool just to show that there is online people, but we are pretty late at night. I don't know if this is like a popular mode or not, because I know the arms race one was kind of interesting. I think that one had successful amounts of people kind of battling in it. It was kind of cool. We got like a bit of a bot stalemate. Finish him off. But now the bots, I think, are decently moving around. Obviously, they don't flail like a real person does in terms of hopping back and forth, which would make this a little bit more dynamic. But they seem to kind of tactically approach the situations and actually battle in a fair sort of way, which is fantastic and definitely interesting. Looks like we're going down to the wire here. Look at this tactical. Oh, Bot Zim got Bot Reed. Bot Reed was clutch last time, so we'll see what Bot Chad can do. It's all up to you, Bot Chad. Expecting a big clutch here. Sniper versus pistol. Counter-terrorists win. Bot Chad, dropping the ball. You really let us down there, Bot Chad. Unbelievable. I think we're switching sides now. I've got the bomb. I've got the bomb. But yeah, there's a good selection of maps. I really want to put that in there too. I really like this one where you were kind of in like a bank scene, because it was like brutally quick and very interesting. But they do have a decent selection present. And obviously, you know, this isn't something that's been like kept up to date with like updates and stuff like that. It's just kind of got whatever was really, you know, kind of present here at the release. And I don't even know if they really did any updates past that at all either. But, you know, you can still enjoy what it feels like a pretty well-set experience. It's pretty fast-paced. Oh, come on. Bot Wade, you monster. It's all up to the bomb to go off, which I don't think it will. Oh, those counter-terrorists countering our terrorism. Just mean. I don't want the bomb. Got the bomb. Can't you have the bomb, Bot Reed? Ugh. Unbelievable, am I right? Sometimes you just want to get in here and play around and stuff and not have to deal with the objective. Let's get the early plant going. I find that the bot's kind of getting my shots a lot too. Ooh, Bot Zim got me. We'll jump in here as Bot Reed and see what we can do. I do love this angle. I actually had no idea about the bot controlling. I thought it was kind of hilarious. I literally played a few like matches and stuff today, and I was just like watching the bots go at it. Okay, why do I keep getting the bomb? I do not want it. There are other players out there that can handle this thing. Why am I always the bomber? I hate being the terrorist bomber. But yeah, they've got really split lanes, as you can kind of see on the map. So you could either like directly go quickly, or you could sort of move around on the long way, and they've got these like long stretches of non-cover based spots that you kind of just brutally get shot at from, which is also kind of fascinating. Oh, and I got just shot up the back. 4 of them. It was like a wall. It was a wall of counter-terrorists. They're definitely not fans of our terrorism, that's needless to say. Yeah! Maybe I could have thrown a grenade. We won the match! Anyways, that's Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Pretty cool, pretty neat, definitely fun.
They dropped the bomb. Clean kill. Counter-terrorists win. We are Oscar Mike. I need help. Need help. Three to go. We got them all. I got your back. Have eyes on enemy.